There is absolutely no doubt in my mind that my father molested me. My dad is a pedophile, a child molester, and he's sick. To this day, I still have nightmares. My first vivid memory was at a lake in the water. My dad was touching me then, between my legs, with all my siblings there, and stepmother. My father had no shame. My father would pull me out of bed into his bed and do things in there. Every time my dad asked me to sit in his lap, I knew what was going to happen. My dad touching me or me touching him in his private. Because I was young, I never told him to stop because I didn't think it was wrong. I thought it was normal. The moment I realized that my father shouldn't have been doing that to me, I hated him. My trust was betrayed. I was being taken advantage of all the time. But sometimes I wonder if it was my fault because I allowed it. My dad absolutely takes no responsibility for what he's done. He thinks I'm stupid, messed up in the head. He says I'm confusing him with the other guys. My dad is living in complete denial. Because of what my father did to me, I do not trust men. My dad has completely ruined my self-esteem. I am completely disgusted by my father. I want him to look me in the eyes and admit everything he's done to me.
Well, Brittany has not seen her father in 3 years, and I'll ask her to join us.
Hi.
Brittany, how are you?
Good.
Let me have a seat. Brittany, I don't know what's happened here, and I come into this a blank slate, trying to figure things out. If your father has done what you believe him to have done, I believe he should be held accountable for it. I believe he should answer for what you say he has done, if in fact he has done that. If he hasn't done that, if he's been caught up in some psychological morass, that would be terrible. It would be a terrible injustice. And I know that however, wherever, I think it's pretty clear you've been victimized in your life here, and I hate that for you, and I'm very, very sorry for that. What is your level of confidence that during this time period that your father was involved in all of this?
I felt like I was being used as a play toy. You know, my mom sent me down there and it was an open door for him because that's when it started, that I remember. And he came to me to do a lie detector test. I didn't tell him to do a lie detector test.
What is your level of confidence that you're assigning experiences to the proper place?
I didn't know it was wrong until I went to counseling when I was 13. I didn't know anything was inappropriate until then. I don't know, I never felt comfortable being around him alone or anything like that because I was one of my siblings there with me.
Is it possible you didn't feel comfortable being around him alone because of what had happened to you at the hands of your mother's boyfriend?
That could have been a part of it, but I was comfortable with him prior to all that and after that. I wanted to go see my dad when all this happened. You know, every girl wants to be a daddy's girl.
But do you specifically remember him molesting you?
Yes, I do.
You have no doubt in your mind about that?
Nope, no doubt.
And you said this happened to you over 100 times?
Over 100 times. It was almost a daily thing. When my stepmom would go to work in the morning, he would pull me out of the bed and take me to his bedroom. And things would happen there. Or if my siblings weren't in the bed with me, then things would happen in that room where I was sleeping. There was times it happened in the rocking chair in front of my siblings playing on the floor or watching TV.